Hello my lovelies, welcome to today's video. I am going to be doing a really fun tutorial, kind of based off this look I saw on Instagram. The makeup artist here is Bex Campbell. I will have her handle down below if you want to check her out. But I thought it was super fun and I loved the color combo, so I wanted to try and do something similar. I am of course going to start by putting down some tape so that we keep that really nice sharp edge. And then I am going to prep my lids with a little bit of concealer, and this is just the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And I prefer to use this to just like a normal eyeshadow primer when I'm using bright colors because it gives me a nice bright base to work with. Once that is all blended out, we are going to set it down with just a little bit of the Coty Airspun powder. And this is just to hopefully make our eyeshadow blend a little bit smoother. When it's on a tacky surface, it can kind of skip and catch weird, so we don't want any of that to happen. And then once that is all set down, we are going to start by packing on some blue shadow, kind of a deep navy blue, and this is the shade Sapphire from the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop So Jaded palette. And I'm not worried right now about making it too super clean. I am just starting to really build it up in the shape that I want, so just kind of following the crease and then doing a really strong wing, almost like right to the brow bone here. Once we've got our initial color down, I'm going to take a really like soft, not dense at all, fluffy brush to really diffuse those edges up along the brow bone and the inner corner kind of area. And then once I've got the blend started there, I'm going to go back in and add some more of the blue to get rid of a little bit of the patchiness that we have going on. And I'm just going to go back and forth a little bit until that is to a point that I like. And then for my turquoise shade, she did use like a liquid eyeshadow, so it was definitely more of a kind of, well, I'll just say noticeable. It was a stronger color. But I am just using the shade Pool Party from my original Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, which is a similar kind of shade. And I am just building that up on the center of my lid with my finger. And then as I go, I'm going to blend the edges out a little bit with that same very fluffy brush. And again, we're just going to go back and forth, building it up, blending it out until it gets to a point that we like. And then I am going to take just a tiny bit of the shade My Precious from that Kathleen Lights and Colourpop palette on a clean brush. And this is just kind of a very light, not quite white tone. And I'm taking just a little bit of that to really buff out that very kind of top brow bone area to take away a little bit of the blue and also to blend out those edges. Then once we have everything looking good where we want it for right now, I'm going to go ahead and peel off my tape. And you can see I got kind of a little wiggle here, so a really easy fix is just to put your tape down where you want the line to be and then just fill it in with the dark blue shade, and it did a good job. So once that is all finished, we are going to move on to the skin, starting by priming with the Touch in Soul No Problem Primer. And we are going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation today, and I am just going to blend that out with a sponge as usual. I wanted something quite full coverage so that the focus is really on the eyes. Very kind of like dramatic look. So once our foundation is all blended out, we are going to go ahead and conceal using the NYX Born to Glow concealer. And I am doing quite a big, like triangle-ish shape. Like I said, I really want the skin to be quite perfect, I guess you would say, on it. So I am doing a quite big area of concealer, especially because I tend to get a little bit of redness in my cheek area. Once that is blended out, we are going to put some of the concealer on our inner corner just to cancel out the darkness there, just by taking it on a little flat brush. And then I want to really balance out the brightness that's under the eyes so it doesn't look too crazy, so I am adding a little bit of concealer to my chin and my forehead, just to, like I said, balance out the brightness. I don't want just bright underneath my eyes. Once that is all blended out, we are going to go ahead and just set the face down. And I am using, of course, my Coty Airspun powder to do that, just on a little kind of fluffy brush, starting with the under eye area, chin, nose, forehead where we did concealer, and then I will just quickly set the rest of the face down. This foundation isn't too super dewy, surprisingly, so. But once we have that all blended out, we are going to bronze with the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzer. This is the lighter one. And we are just going to take that in our typical areas, so underneath our cheekbones. And then I'm going to take it across the top of my forehead and down my temples. And then of course we also want to balance out the bronzer, so I'm going to take a little bit down my nose as well. We are going to fill our brows in just using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. And I could not find my really fine little angled brush, so my brows were feeling a little bit crazy today. But we're going to go ahead and just fill them in really quick. And then we are going to start on the lower lash line. And the original artist had kind of like a glowing effect almost to her makeup. So I am going to blend this turquoise shade all the way across the bottom lash line, but I'm going to almost bubble it out a little bit on the very outer corner so that it looks a little bit soft and glowy. And then I'm also going to build it up on the inner corner. And I'm trying to make it nice and like pronounced in the inner corner, but not too close to the center turquoise, if that makes sense. And then we are just jumping into the BH Cosmetics Vanilla Cream Truffle Blush Palette. And we are going to just pop on some blush really quick. And then I did want a really glowing highlight, so I'm using one of my very favorites at the moment, which is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's Place, which is just the most like gorgeous wet highlight. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And I am just taking that on my cheekbones, down my nose, Cupid's bow, and then a little bit on my chin and my forehead. And then I'm going to take just a tiny bit of it on a brush and put it on my very inner corner just to give it a little bit of extra pop there. And then of course a little bit on the brow bone as well, so we have a highlight there. Then once that is all blended out, we are going to set the face down really quick. I did want it to have more of a glowy look, so I just want to get that spray there to really make the powders melt into the skin, look a little bit less dry. Then we will be curling our lashes and putting on some of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which if you've watched any of my videos, you probably know is my very favorite. Then we are just popping on the Amy June lashes in the style Lena or Lana. I'm not sure which it's meant to be. And I could not get this one side to stick down very well, and then the other one was like a little off center, and it was not my best night for lashes, we'll just say that, but they still turned out pretty okay. So that is the lashes on, and then we are going to jump onto lips. I'm starting with the Milk Makeup Kush Lip Balm in the shade Nug, which I am obsessed with. It is like, it's my perfect like lip right now, go to, my very favorite. And then because we are going for a really kind of glossy look, I'm adding just a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Fussy lip gloss on top of that, their Gloss Bomb lip gloss. And that is going to do it for this look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. This was a really fun one to do, and I'm happy with how it turned out. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I post a new video. And I will see you guys all in my next one. Thank you for watching.